Hello, and welcome back to another video of the series Idioms of the Week. Today I come back with new fresh idioms about a very interesting topic, disagreement. Our first idiom for the day is a battle of wills, which is how we call a situation in which two people disagree and each refuses to change their ideas or what they want. Let's look at an example. Considering the battle of wills both sides are engaged in, I doubt we'll get this contract signed today. This idiom describes what is called a sticky situation, when two or more sides have different opinions on a particular subject, from complicated international governing issues to simple disagreements, like whether you or your sibling should wash the dishes for the day. Note that the scenario will be called a battle of wills as long as a compromise cannot be reached. Next, there is the idiom a bone of contention, which is something that two or more people argue about strongly over a long period of time. A sentence for this might be, where to go on holiday is always a bone of contention in our family. A popular example for this type of conflict that you may know is the one between the Montague and Capulet family in the play Romeo and Juliet. In the story, there had been bad blood between two families for a long period of time. And while the degree of violence may vary, this idiom applies to a subject that provokes disagreement and sometimes hatred in multiple individuals or groups of people. The next three idioms are fairly similar in meaning, so I will go through them briefly. To argue the toss is to basically disagree with a decision or statement. For example, their decision to fire me was unfair, and I will argue the toss until the day I die. Moving on, the phrase be at loggerheads with someone means to strongly disagree with someone. A use for this idiom might be in the sentence, the party is at loggerheads with the president over public spending. The final idiom I want to discuss is be at odds with somebody or something, which means to simply disagree with someone. For instance, on this issue, Britain is at odds with the rest of the EU. Lastly, I will point out the differences between three idioms that I have just talked about for anyone who may not know. Be at loggerheads and be at odds are all phrases that express disagreement in an individual to another person. Yet the former is to not agree at a higher level in general. Or that's the case, to argue the toss is to also refuse to agree but to a specific idea rather than to someone. Well, that will be it for today, and I will see you next time.